Remember the 1990s? Grunge music, dial-up internet? It was a time of cultural shifts and technological advancements. The world was changing rapidly, and amidst all this, a peculiar phenomenon took root. A phenomenon that would see grown adults scrambling for children's toys? Yes, we're talking about Beanie Babies. And little bean-filled animals worth thousands of dollars? It sounds absurd now, but back then, these toys were seen as golden tickets. They were more than just playthings. They were considered valuable assets. That's right, folks. Beanie Babies. These small plush toys captured the hearts and wallets of millions. They were cute, collectible, and most importantly, perceived as rare. These weren't your average teddy bears. Each Beanie Baby came with its own name, birth date, and a unique backstory, making them feel like more than just stuffed animals. They were marketed as limited editions, which only fueled the frenzy. Oh no, these were seen as investments, tickets to early retirement, the American dream sewn into plush fabric. People genuinely believed that these toys would appreciate in value over time, making them a lucrative investment. People went bonkers for these things. Lines snaked around stores. It wasn't uncommon to see people camping out overnight just to get their hands on the latest release. The demand was insatiable. Grown adults got into fistfights. The competition was fierce and the stakes were high. It was a chaotic scene, with people willing to go to great lengths to secure their prized Beanie Baby, all for a chance to grab the latest, rarest Beanie Baby. It was absolute madness. Remember Princess the Bear? She was one of the most sought-after Beanie Babies, and her value skyrocketed. Originally sold for $5, she ended up on eBay for thousands. The secondary market for Beanie Babies was booming, with some people making a small fortune by flipping these toys. People mortgaged their homes, believing these glorified beanbags were the future. Spoiler alert, they weren't. The bubble eventually burst, leaving many with collections that were worth far less than they had hoped. But how did we get there? How did a simple toy become a symbol of speculative investment? The story of Beanie Babies is a fascinating one, filled with marketing genius, consumer psychology, and a bit of madness. How did a children's toy turn into a speculative frenzy? It was a perfect storm of limited supply, high demand, and clever marketing. The creator of Beanie Babies, Ty Warner, played a significant role in this phenomenon. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the wacky world of Beanie Babies. From their humble beginnings to their meteoric rise and eventual fall, this is a story you won't want to miss. At the heart of this furry frenzy was a man named Ty Warner, the mastermind behind Ty Inc., the company that unleashed Beanie Babies upon the world. Ty Warner wasn't just any businessman, he was a visionary who saw potential where others saw mere plush toys. His journey began with a simple idea: to create a line of stuffed animals that were not only adorable but also collectible. This idea would soon revolutionize the toy industry and create a cultural phenomenon that no one could have predicted. Now, Ty was a marketing genius, a true puppet master of consumer desire. He understood the psychology of his customers better than anyone else. He knew that people didn't just want to buy toys, they wanted to buy stories, emotions, and a sense of belonging. Ty's marketing strategies were nothing short of brilliant. He created an aura of exclusivity around Beanie Babies, making them seem like rare treasures that only a lucky few could own. His secret weapon? Artificial scarcity. By limiting the production of each Beanie Baby, he created a sense of urgency among consumers. People felt that if they didn't buy a Beanie Baby right away, they might never get another chance. This tactic turned ordinary stuffed animals into coveted collectibles. See, Ty knew that if you wanted people to crave something, make it scarce. He played on the fear of missing out, a powerful motivator that drove people to extraordinary lengths to get their hands on these plush toys. Parents would line up outside stores for hours, and children would beg their parents to buy them the latest Beanie Baby, and boy did he ever. He retired Beanie Babies with the regularity of a Swiss watch, creating instant collector's items. Each retirement announcement was met with a frenzy of activity as collectors and fans rushed to buy the soon-to-be-gone toys. This strategy not only kept the demand high but also ensured that Beanie Babies remained a hot topic of conversation. He retired Beanie Babies with the regularity of a Swiss watch, creating instant collector's items. He'd ship limited quantities to stores, leaving people scrambling. This scarcity was not just a marketing ploy, it was a masterstroke that turned shopping into a competitive sport. People would travel from store to store hoping to find the elusive Beanie Baby that was missing from their collection. The thrill of the hunt added an extra layer of excitement to the experience. He even refused to make Beanie Babies available online, forcing people to hunt for them in the wild, like some kind of plush safari. This decision was a stroke of genius. By keeping Beanie Babies offline, he ensured that the only way to get them was through physical stores, which added to their allure. The scarcity and the effort required to find them made each Beanie Baby feel like a rare gem. This manufactured scarcity created a frenzy. People were not just buying toys, they were buying into a dream, a fantasy of owning something rare and valuable. The emotional connection that people felt with Beanie Babies was unparalleled. They were more than just toys, they were symbols of status, love, and nostalgia. People weren't just buying toys, they were buying into the illusion of rarity, and they were willing to pay a premium for it. The Beanie Baby craze was a testament to Ty Warner's genius. He understood that in a world of abundance, scarcity sells, and with that understanding, he turned Beanie Babies into a cultural phenomenon that will be remembered for generations. Now here's the thing about Beanie Babies, they weren't made of gold, diamonds, or even unicorn tears. They were stuffed with beans, literal beans, yet their value skyrocketed. Why? Because Ty Warner said so. He controlled the supply, and thus, he controlled the perceived value. Remember those little heart-shaped tags? They became as coveted as winning lottery tickets. People treated them like sacred relics, keeping their Beanie Babies in pristine condition, convinced they'd be cashing in big time someday. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy, fueled by speculation and a healthy dose of good old-fashioned FOMO, fear of missing out. Ty Warner was a master of whispers, of creating buzz. He didn't need fancy TV commercials or billboards. He relied on word-of-mouth marketing, fueling the frenzy through rumors and speculation. Beanie Babies were only sold in small, independent toy stores, creating a sense of exclusivity. He'd leak rumors of new releases, sending collectors into a frenzy. He even created a newsletter, the Beanie Babies Collectors Club, offering insider information and driving demand through the roof. It was genius marketing, turning ordinary people into rabid collectors, all clamoring for a piece of the plush pie. Section 5, the Beanie Baby Black Market, where plush met profits. With scarcity came opportunity, and not the good kind. The Beanie Baby craze spawned a black market, a shadowy underworld where plush toys were traded like contraband. People were buying and selling Beanie Babies like they were Wall Street commodities, complete with price guides, market analysis, and even counterfeiting. Yes, you heard that right. Counterfeit Beanie Babies flooded the market, fooling unsuspecting buyers with their subpar stitching and suspicious bean-to-fabric ratios. It was a wild west of plush speculation, with everyone trying to cash in on the craze. Section 6. Popping the Bubble. The inevitable fall from grace. But like all bubbles, the Beanie Baby craze was destined to burst. By the late 1990s, the market was saturated. Everyone and their grandma had a Beanie Baby, or 12. The scarcity that once drove the frenzy was gone. Remember those retirement funds people were banking on? Well, they learned the hard way that plush toys weren't exactly a sound investment strategy. The bottom fell out of the market, leaving countless collectors with closets full of depreciated beanbags. Section 7. The Beanie Baby Graveyard, a cautionary tale. The Beanie Baby craze serves as a cautionary tale, a stark reminder that even the most fervent fads eventually fade. It's a story about the dangers of speculation, the allure of artificial scarcity, and the fleeting nature of trends. Today, those once coveted Beanie Babies are relegated to dusty attic boxes, sold for pennies on the dollar at garage sales, or, dare I say it, ending up in landfills. It's a harsh reality check for anyone who thought they'd be swimming in Beanie Baby riches. Section 8. Lessons learned beyond the plush rubble. The Beanie Baby bubble may have burst, but the lessons learned are as relevant as ever. It exposed the power of marketing, the seductive nature of scarcity, and the dangers of speculative bubbles. It showed us that what goes up must eventually come down, especially when it comes to trends fueled by hype. So, the next time you see a hot new fad, whether it's a fidget spinner, a cryptocurrency, or, yes, even a cute plush toy, remember the Beanie Baby craze. Don't get swept up in the hype, think critically, and most importantly, don't bet your retirement fund on it. Section 9. Beanie Babies today, a legacy in fluff. Despite their tumultuous past, Beanie Babies haven't completely disappeared. These small plush toys, once the darlings of collectors and children alike, have managed to carve out a niche for themselves in the annals of toy history. They're still around, albeit in a much diminished capacity. You might find them tucked away in the corners of small toy shops or displayed in modest collections at local fairs. They serve as nostalgic reminders of the 1990s, relics of a time when the internet was young and beanie-filled animals were the hottest commodity on the market. Back then, the craze for Beanie Babies was unparalleled. People would line up for hours, scouring stores and websites, all in the hopes of adding a rare piece to their collection. They're a testament to the power of marketing, the allure of collecting, and the enduring appeal of a simple, well-crafted toy. Each Beanie Baby, with its unique name and birth date, created a personal connection with its owner. The tags, often left intact to preserve value, became symbols of authenticity and pride. And who knows, maybe one day those dusty Beanie Babies stashed away in your attic will experience a resurgence in popularity. The toy market is unpredictable, and what was once old can become new again. Collectors often speculate about the potential return of Beanie Babies as a sought-after item, but until then, let's just appreciate them for what they were. A fleeting moment of collective madness, a furry footnote in the annals of pop culture history. They remind us of a simpler time, when the thrill of the hunt for a new Beanie Baby could bring joy and excitement. In a world that moves ever faster, these small toys offer a nostalgic pause, a chance to remember the past fondly.